the road tonight. They head down to Champaign to take on Illinois. Tip-off is at 8 p.m. for that one. Illinois 6.5-point favorites.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, your new home of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Fly ball right field. Hit a ton. We're tied. Pitch. Fly ball deep right. Back. Two. Back. Get up. Get up. Get out of here. Gone for Jackson Chourio. And the pitch. Hey, struck him out swinging. And the celebration now. I peed my pants.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
We are live at Tanner's Sports Bar. We are out in Middleton. By we, I mean he is Olympic gold medalist Matt Hamilton.
Hello.
I am Jim Rutledge. The mountains are blue here at Tanner's, and you know what that means, Matt. When the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
Prime time. Oh, I love that. Prime time. Wollersheim is back at the Everlight Solar Studio, and we are going to be joined in a second here by CEO and founder of Good Karma Brands, Craig Karmazin. Now, Matt, I'm going to throw a quick curveball at you. Why do you think the company is called Good Karma?
Because nobody wants bad karma.
There you go. Perfect. And before we bring him on to talk about the big Brewers news, you are just a diehard Brewers fan. In fact, tell everyone your history. You have a jersey and everything with your name on it.
I got to throw out an opening pitch.
Yeah.
Got
it's called a first pitch, but yeah.
Yeah, totally. And I also, during the eventual Brewers loss to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I got to go to one of those games with one of Jim Cantor at the time was with Miller Coors.
Yep.
I met Robin Yount.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been a Brewers fan for a long time, but they really locked me in when they asked if I wanted to throw out an opening pitch.
First pitch. And now you should be locked in more. We'll bring in Craig Karmazin because ESPN Madison is now the Madison home for the Milwaukee Brewers. And Craig, that's got to be pretty awesome to hear.
It's incredible. But, Matt, how was the pitch?
I probably would have chinned a lefty. It was a ball, but I would have made sure that left-handed batter wasn't crowding the plate too much on me.
So do you think there's unfinished business? Like, because, now that ESPN Madison's the home for the Milwaukee Brewers, I think, we could rearrange if you feel like you need a little mulligan and you feel like there's unfinished business at American Family Field for you.
You know what? I'm never going to turn that opportunity down. It could have been better. The athlete in me says you could always be better. So whether that's bringing the speed up a little bit. I was thrown in the parking lot prior. Like, Craig, I don't know if you know this about me. I bring my glove to every Brewer game I go to, even when I'm in the box. Who knows? You might have to make a catch, save a child or somebody next to you who's not paying attention. Hey, you can never be too careful at baseball because let's be real. If you're not listening on the radio, you're not paying attention when you're at the game. You're waiting to get peanuts. You're thinking about when I'm going to go up and get my next Coors Light.
Wait, but real quick on this first pitch thing, don't you think there's more risk than there is upside for you? Like, because if you throw a strike, great, you threw a strike. But if you throw one of those embarrassing pitches, like Jim's never going to let you hear it, like let you live it down. I mean, I feel like as an athlete, you almost have more risk in doing this again than you would have upside of throwing a better pitch.
That is true, but contrary to popular belief, curlers are also athletes, and I like to think that I could improve what I did, what was that, probably 7 years ago now.
Dude, I feel like you've done a lot to dispel that myth around curlers, but we are so excited about this with the Milwaukee Brewers. I mean, Jim, you've been around for a long time with Good Karma, but I can remember from the beginnings, right? Like when I got to Wisconsin, the number one soundtrack in Wisconsin is Brewers baseball. Like there's nothing that is on for more time, right? Like this, from a sports fan standpoint, hours and hours and hours a day starting in March and even February. It's like when the winter's over and you're so excited for it. And when I got to Wisconsin, the Brewers were only relevant because they were trying to build a new stadium. And, if they were going to Davy Lopes, they were going to lose 110 games or 100 games and switching leagues and all that. And so to come now, almost 30 years later, and to have this team, Matt Arnold just named Executive of the Year by Baseball America and other people, and this team year in, year out, dominating. I mean, not contending, dominating the National League Central Division. And for us as Good Karma to now have the Brewers in Madison, which, we were not. The people listening, there's a lot of people who've been around for a long time with this station. We were not taken seriously. And to now have the Brewers alongside the Milwaukee Bucks, alongside Badger volleyball, like it is amazing what ESPN Madison has become.
Yeah, as you touched that. I got here, we were Madison Sports Radio, but tonight at 5:30, Matt, you and I are done early because Milwaukee Bucks basketball is on the air. We were done early last week, Thursday, because Badger volleyball was on the air. Oh, by the way, Craig, if we're going to talk about all the things, we just announced about a month ago that Barry Alvarez is now a teammate of ESPN Wisconsin. So I want to talk about the Brewers too, but even that step, as we talk about the big things that ESPN is adding, that's pretty crazy as well.
That could be as big as all of them. And by the way, maybe the rest of this doesn't even happen if Barry Alvarez wasn't as accepting to us and open-minded to a bunch of kids from the East Coast who are coming in and trying to do things a little bit different in Wisconsin. So, yeah, it's all been steps. And for us, I'm out in New York right now, and I'll be back. So I'm missing the Cup game, which kills me tonight. But, as much as, we're in different places around the country and doing different things, a night at a bar, not too dissimilar from the one you're at tonight in Middleton at Tanner's, right? It was a bar in Madison where we threw too many back one night and decided that we wanted to live in Madison because it was such a great sports town. And when we graduated college, we wanted to start a company there. And to think that was 27 years ago now, and that Barry Alvarez is a teammate and all these professional teams are part of what is ESPN Madison is unbelievable.
One of our regular callers, Dave in Deerfield, was a part of that establishment that you're talking about. To bring it full circle to the Milwaukee Brewers, though, having the sounds of summer across ESPN Madison's airwaves, and we were thrilled when we had the Madison Mallards, and they're a great partner, and they have great broadcast. But now to be able to carry the state's baseball team and to hear that throughout the summer, that's going to mean so much for our fans.
Oh, yeah. You think about it. The Mallards are incredible to have and are such a part of what summer is in Madison and summer in Wisconsin, right? There's things at Summerfest, but the Brewers are such a part of it. And like you said, if you have that Wisconsin On Demand app and if you have 100.5 FM, you now know pretty much most of the games that you care about. 162 Brewers, 82 this, postseason Badger volleyball, and all the shows that you guys do throughout the week, and then that amazing show on Sunday mornings from 10 until noon that's occasionally on the air. There's just so much there. But, what the Brewers did this year, I think just was so crushing and heartbreaking the way it ended, but it left us so excited. It wasn't like, oh, this was our one run and Willie Adames is going to be gone and now we don't have a chance. It was like, all right, there already is Bryce Terang. There already is Joey Ortiz. We're already planning for this. And as long as Jackson Churio is there and continuing to grow, which he'll be until he's 30, and the guy's 20 now, this team is going to be competitive and this team's going to be growing. And it's just an exciting organization to be around right now.
We're talking with CEO and founder of Good Karma Brands, Craig Karmazin, on Jim, Matt, and Molly. We're talking about the announcement today that ESPN Madison is now the new home for the Milwaukee Brewers in Madison. We're very excited
we
about
used
that.
to do some crazy bus trips, by the way, from Madison with our fans. I don't know if they would be authorized by the Brewers, but you mentioned Miller Coors. That was in the days of just Miller before it was Miller Coors, but they have been such a great partner for so many years, and they were part of those bus trips to, at the time, Miller Park. And, I really hope that one of the things we make sure to do, Jim, and I know you're the kind of person who could get this done, is find ways to get our fans, going to the games with us, because that's always where it's really fun, right? Because not just having the games on the air, but making the fans able to be part of it and head out to the game and watch Matt throw his first pitch.
I second that opportunity to go out to maybe it's during a 4 o'clock on a weekday.
Yeah, Matt.
I won't have to be on the air. We'll go out to the game. We'll bring the fans.
I want to ask Craig this question. But we do have some friends from Miller Coors, Molson Coors, Frank Beer sitting with us here at Tanner, so we'll definitely make sure we put together some fun bus trips. Matt, I tease you about your Brewers quote-unquote fandom, but I think you are a good representation. What is it about the Brewers in general that makes you so proud to be a Brewers fan, even if you're not a diehard knowing the starting lineup top to bottom or even a relief pitcher?
Well, I mean, for the first and foremost, I'm Wisconsin through and through. I can't imagine not being pro-Wisconsin about anything.
Yeah.
I like Leinekugels, I like Miller, I like Coors Light. Now it's Miller Coors, Wisconsin base, obviously. So big fan of pretty much anything Wisconsin.
Yep.
And it's just nice to have a sports team, because I am into the rivalries with friends. As a curler, I'm all over the U.S. and on the road. I've got friends that are fans of other teams, and it's fun to trash talk. It's part of it. It's part of being buddies. And I mean, I got text today from my Seattle friends already talking crap about how the Seahawks are going to beat the Packers, and it's just something to add fuel to the fire. You get, plus being from Madison, I'm so close to Miller Park. Making it a half-day trip isn't a big deal. Hop in your car. You got
AmFam Field.
Sorry. You know how it is. Old habits die hard.
Right.
But I'm a fan of, hop in your car. It's hour 15 to AmFam Field.
There you go.
You got your tailgate for an hour probably after that. You got a 3-hour game thanks to the pitch clock and an hour home. You got it's a 5-hour day. It's only half a day. You don't have to completely feel like you're spending the entire day committed to baseball. So having the proximity to the Brewers has been great. I played baseball growing up.
Oh, now we got it.
But one of my favorite moments is our baseball team went to a Brewer game, and I, obviously as a kid I went down to the dugout, and I had my Brewers cap signed by Jose Hernandez, at the time the shortstop, and I wore that one. Normally once I get an autograph, that thing is framed or it's put on the shelf. That was my cap. Jose Hernandez touched it. I'm going to play just like Jose Hernandez. It's like Space Jam where they touch the basketball. I thought I was going to have that same kind of power, and it all sparked from the Brewers.
Greg, Matt just did what he does with everything. We had Devin Robinson on from the volleyball team, where obviously we're the home of, and he asked Devin if she thought he could play volleyball, and he shared stories of his sand volleyball exploits with her, and now he's trying to talk about him playing Little League Baseball and tying it to the Milwaukee Brewers. He does this with every sport. If we had a Milwaukee Bucks player on the air, he would talk about how he's a good jump shooter.
He's an athlete.
Yeah, that, and Craig, as a fellow radio guy, I mean, we could probably bring Jim into the loop. Drawing connections to your life to what you're talking about is important. It's what you do. It's a radio trick. I was taught that by some of our good radio people that give me tips, our coaches.
I didn't teach that. All right.
I know you did.
That's why I'm always appreciative to come on this show. It's just like a master class that I get from him, Jim, and you get a front row seat at it every day.
It's truly special. So, Craig, you obviously we're all fans of Molly Brown, and she is out on maternity leave. She gave birth to twins, one boy, one girl, and she's been listening on the show. So we asked the question, because Matt, obviously a professional curler, and Molly out on maternity leave here to start into 2025. So we asked the question, who will miss more time on the show, Molly Brown with maternity leave or Matt Hamilton with maternity leave is what we call it?
Oh, Molly, I mean, you think about being an Olympic champion and the toughness that's involved in that. So there is no doubt that it's going to be Molly who will miss less shows because her toughness when it comes to twins, I think if the company allowed it, she would have had the twins and been back that afternoon for the show. So I am predicting I would go Molly minus 4.5 even, in terms of overall shows.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up to the CEO, the president of the company. Appreciate it, Jim.
Yeah, it's the life part
You're
of the
not
show.
wrong. Molly was itching to get back on the show. 3 days later, she made her guest appearance, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And that was all we gave her. She's like, Molly, we can literally hear your kid in the background. Go do mom things. We've got this.
Yes.
We'll hold it down.
There's one first place Wisconsin Broadcaster Award winner on that show, and we don't ever forget that that's Molly.
Trust me, I have not forgotten.
Talking with CEO and founder of Good Karma Brands, Craig Karmazin. Craig, I assume that Matt does know why we're called Good Karma Brands, so hopefully.
I still can't wrap my head around it.
Yes. But, Craig, going full circle on it, the Milwaukee Brewers, coming back to it if you're just tuning in, we announced earlier today that ESPN Madison is now the Madison home of Milwaukee Brewers baseball, and it's super exciting for all of us at the station. I've talked to plenty of fans and partners about it. They're very excited about it because ESPN Madison has kind of established a reputation of putting out great broadcast, doing great things for fans, and to be able to have that FM signal here in Madison and what we do around it will be exciting. But for you, again, congratulations to all of us, but it's got to be extra special to be able to have that announcement here in Madison.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we didn't mention Bob Uecker's name at all.
Yeah.
And regardless of how many games he's able to do, what he has created in that seat and what baseball means in Milwaukee on the radio over the last 50-plus years is something that's unlike in any other state, in any other team, in any other sport. And so I think you can't talk about how special this is without talking about Uke and then all of the guys and women who've been able to broadcast Brewers baseball around and be able to follow in his path.
Thank you. Couldn't have said it better, Craig. Absolutely. Matt might have been able to, but since he's a broadcast
one time I met Bob Uecker.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Craig, thanks so much for hopping on and sharing the exciting news with us.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that's CEO and founder Craig Karmazin for Good Karma Brands. Again, we are now the new home of Brewers baseball in Madison, and to honor that, we want to ask a poll question, 844-770-3776. What's your favorite part of Brewers games? Bob Uecker, tailgating, Bernie Slide, or the sausage race?
We're just leaving baseball off the list?
Yeah, 844-770-3776. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Madison's new home of Milwaukee Brewers baseball.
And the pitch. Hey, struck him out swinging.
100.5 ESPN, your new home of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. Our years of experience have prepared us to guide you through your life transitions. Our local professional team brings over 90 years of collective experience in the wealth management industry for the benefit of our clients. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started on your financial future today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bar of the Week. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy $2 Miller High Lifes and High Life Lights. To celebrate our love for dive bars, we are going to tell you about some of our favorites, featuring one extra special dive bar that will have $2 High Lifes on special for the week. Taste the champagne of beer in its natural environment. A delightfully different dive bar in Wisconsin like Argus Bar and Grill, Paoli Pub, The Nitty Gritty in Madison, and Scotty Bar.
Matt Hamilton here to tell you about my friends at Revive Restoration. Nobody plans for accidents to happen, but when they do, you can count on Revive to be professional, efficient, and detail-oriented as they make things right again. Revive Restoration.
This season, Chevy brings classic pairings, cookies and milk, mistletoe and kisses, and your holiday plans and a new Chevy. Silverado 1500 gives you power and capability, with 430 pound-feet of torque to haul your holiday tree. Equinox EV and the all-new Equinox offer award-winning quality and style to see you through the holiday season. See why Chevy makes everything better and brighter. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but a way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for well over 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're probably being overwhelmed with information about semaglutide, the game-changing FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Jim Rutledge here. I was like you. I didn't know what it was until I saw Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. He can walk you through the benefits. He can tell you if it's right for you, and then you could come up with a plan to change your life with a workout plan and semaglutide. With that plan, I dropped from 20% body fat to 10% body fat, and I dropped over 20 pounds of fat and kept my muscle. You can do the same thing. Go see Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health.
This is Devin Robinson from Badger Volleyball, here with Madison's best roofing, siding, and window company, Ridgetop Exteriors. I protect the net at the field house, and they protect your home. They're trusted, local, and affordable. Go to ridgetopexteriors.com today. That's ridgetopexteriors.com.
Tune into Jim, Matt, and Molly every Friday for Fish Friday. Brought to you by Off-Broadway Draft House, Madison's favorite spot for a Friday fish fry.
I'm one day away from home, a week away from traveling. I'm living on the road, so studios. I'm relaxing and official with. You can tell by how I handle it, so I be killing Nate. Map, I'm in, I'm back again. Just trying to block me out, these ladies trying to let me in. PA show me love, cause I Keystone represent. 18 killing them, but money I'm getting fresher than women.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. We're out at Tanner's in Middleton. He's Matt Hamilton. I am Jim Rutledge.
Get that 525 20-ounce Coors Light special out of Tanner's right now.
Fantastic. We will be enjoying that. We only go to 5:30 today as Milwaukee Bucks basketball will be coming on. And starting the summer, we'll get bumped off the air once in a while for Milwaukee Brewers baseball, which we announced earlier in the day. We just had CEO and founder Craig Karmazin on the show as well to talk about it. We did throw out a poll question, 844-770-3776. What's your favorite part about Brewers games? Bob Uecker, tailgating, Bernie Slide, or the sausage race. Before we get more to that, I want to tell you about the folks at Canopy Wealth Management. They are a fiduciary, which means they are going to work in your best interest. They will come up with a plan that fits your family. Care and competence is not just a tagline, it's who they are at Canopy Wealth Management. Matt, you brought up baseball, and I'm going to call you a dirty liar. Baseball is not your favorite thing about Brewers games, so
you're right, it's not.
844-770-3776. And Ryan, I don't have a laptop set up or anything, so you'll have to manage the talk and text line here. So if people want to chime in, what is your favorite part of Brewers games? Bob Uecker, tailgating, Bernie Slide, or the sausage race? Matt Hamilton.
So that's tricky, right? Because there's pros to everything. Like tailgating, amazing. Maybe the best tailgating experience out there.
Coors Lights and brats.
Coors Lights, brats, throwing the ball in the parking lot with your glove that you brought to the game because you know you gotta. Bob Uecker, legend.
Wait, pause. Ryan, do you bring your glove to the game?
I'm not 7 years old, so no. I mean, after the age, there's definitely a cutoff of once you become like an adolescent. Bringing a glove to a baseball game, I mean, there's a little bit of shame involved in that.
Is it extra shameful because he's, Matt is a Olympic gold medalist? And
I don't think that
changes. Are you a professional
changes it.
athlete too? Because you get paid to compete. Does that make you professional, or how does this work? I know you're Olympic.
It's more like betting on myself is how I get paid for curling.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
It's kind of like
you
a
paid
golfer,
an
right?
entry
You're a golfer.
fee
You're like
to
a golfer.
the event. Yeah,
The way I explain your sport to people who don't follow it regularly, which is everyone, no offense,
Right.
is basically it's golf. Just picture it as golf. Matt goes and does tournaments.
We got
and
FedEx Cup points.
Yeah,
just like golf.
the Thursday, Friday is kind of qualifying, and then hopefully they make the cut and then compete Saturday, Sunday for a chance to get in the money and win some points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty close.
All right. So, anyways, go on. I just wanted to call you out for your glove thing.
At the very least, bring it to the tailgate so you can throw a ball in the parking lot. Like it feels right to either have a Brat or a Coors Light in one hand and your glove in the other.
How there's not more balls in people's windows at a tailgate is beyond me, because nobody out there throwing the ball around is actually any good at baseball.
Yeah, but it's not like anyone's trying to throw whistlers. You're just kind of lobbing them to each other.
Well, hold on. Are you throwing a baseball or a football at a tailgate? Even for a baseball game, you actually bringing baseballs?
I mean, yeah.
I'm bringing a football if I'm
Same.
throwing the ball around, yeah.
I don't trust myself. Because I don't trust myself, I would take out a window if I tried to throw an actual baseball.
No, you're bringing the baseball. To
So,
a baseball game. Football.
Everyone that's listening, if you have a broken window and Matt was at the tailgate or at the game, it was
Might
probably
have been
Matt
me.
Hamilton. Yeah, it was
Might
probably
have
Matt
been me.
Hamilton, yeah.
Here's the thing. It wouldn't be any of the cars behind me because I'm stopping it. I understand you got to get your body in front of the ball. Nothing's getting by me. But it might be my errant throw, which gets one.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's just the idea of I don't play baseball often. When I do throw the ball around, my girls don't have a major interest in baseball.
Or softball.
And so we don't throw the ball around. It's usually basketball if we're going to play anything. But if I do, I'm obviously lobby. It's not no real zip on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of how you throw it at a tailgate, too. You're just there, just doing something.
Yeah,
drinking
Coors
beer
Light
and
gets
killing
flowing,
time. Yeah.
People. I've seen the ball whipped around the parking lot.
Yeah,
Everyone thinks they're Robin Yount after 2 Coors Lights.
That's not entirely wrong. Anyway, I'm going to keep going through this list now.
Yeah.
Bob Uecker, obviously a legend, fantastic. Love listening to him. Now we have the privilege of having it on ESPN radio, which is going to be great. The sausage race, love it. It's great. I love the sausage race. I like making side bets with my friends when I'm watching the sausage race. But part of my favorite thing at AmFam Field is Bernie's slide because Jesse couldn't do it without getting injured.
All right, well, explain. Jesse Nelson, who is here, the hall monitor.
I mean, unless he wants to defend himself, from what I gathered, is he went down the slide. He went a little too quick, and he sprained his ankle because he didn't know how to pop up at the bottom of the slide. And honestly, because we're teammates and coworkers, I can't cause Jesse physical harm, but Bernie Slide can. So that's kind of the bonus to Bernie Slide. Is it's not only is it iconic and unique to AmFam Field, it also did what I'm not allowed to do, and that's hurt Jesse.
All right. Next on the list.
That was it. The sausage race.
So we do have someone in our vicinity who has participated in the sausage race.
No, get out.
Yes. So we have a teammate here.
Well, use some dazzling details and explain it.
Well, we can have her explain it during the break. She just told me that she did the sausage race, so we can talk about it, get the full details.
So were you a sausage?
I was the brat. She was a brat. See, we'll get the details.
Oh, my gosh. We're going to get more deets for you because this is fascinating to me.
I knew you would love that.
I would prefer that. I might rather do this than throw out the first pitch.
Oh, my God. Do you think if Craig gave you the opportunity, would you throw it out?
Yeah, 100%.
Is it – I would love to go out as a show with you, but you throw it. I don't want to deal with throwing it. And also nobody cares who me or Molly is.
I mean, we can warm up in the parking lot.
But the thing is, for the first pitch – I've never been on the field actually for a Brewers game or a baseball game when the stadium's full. I've done it for NFL and I've done it for college football, and I've never had to actually have anyone notice me, but when you first get there, it's a little disorientating because you're like, wow, there's a lot of people here. It's not even nerves. It's just more of like, there's a lot of people around me, and it's you're like almost feel like you're at the bottom of a mountain because everything is kind of stacked up. So how did you? Because obviously you won a gold medal and you had that moment, but that's not the same because it's no offense, but curling arenas do not fill like that.
Right,
so
right.
And this is not your sport.
That's
like you honestly would have been more comfortable, probably been like, hey, just go out there and go ahead and sweep.
Curl it in,
yeah. So what was that like for you?
I mean, it was certainly nerve-wracking, especially like when we were in the lot. Because like you see plenty of people, and one of my main things is like I felt like I'd rather throw it bad than do one of those like super high lobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to throw it too slow and just like land it on the plate or like softball pitch but overhand it in. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to put a little bit of smoke on it so it would look like a pitch.
Okay.
So that was kind of the goal, and in the parking lot, I was not great. Like, I was kind of aiming them, and I felt a little slow, and then when I started really trying to rip them, it was like 50-50 whether that was going to be an easy catch for the catcher or not. So I was a little nervous going in, but again, it's kind of – I'm a bit of a ham. Don't mind the attention. Standing in the center field, you feel like you got the attention.
Yep.
That alone, I realized – kind of amped me up enough where I did kind of go for the aimed throw.
Yeah.
And it was plenty quick. Again, it definitely wasn't my fastball, but I was definitely not
Nobody
trying
goes
to
out
hurt
and
anybody.
throws their fastball.
I wanted to. I want to like rip one in and then be like, Matt, we could use a reliever.
Oh my God.
That was 86 miles an hour right down the pipe.
Levels of delusion from Matt Hamilton is next level, right?
It's unparalleled. I mean, he might be a gold medalist, but
we all saw what happened.
It's his greatest trait.
Rowan Gardner for the Cubs, who hurt his arm.
Break his arm.
And then was able to rip fastballs
Henry?
and got signed. That's
True story.
That's what I thought might have happened to me, so I just had to be prepared.
That's a 30 for 30, right?
Right, yeah.
I can't remember the kid's first name, but Rowan Gardner. What? Henry Rowan Gardner, exactly.
So I've shared the story again, but he was such a good guy. I'll share it another time. The actor that played Henry Rowan Gardner, who's also in American Pie, he has like a band now. He's a musician, and they'll tour and he'll play. And he was in Madison, this was probably 6 years ago. And coincidentally, Rosie had just watched Rookie of the Year, and he was in the studio. I actually was out and about. One of my friends knew that I just watched it with Rosie, and I liked the movie. So we had the actor, Thomas Ian Nichols, I believe, do a video for Rosie, like basically a free cameo. And it was basically, hey, Rosie, happy birthday from Henry Rowan Gardner. And so he did the video for her. She thought it was awesome. Now she's almost 12. She could care less. She's probably embarrassed by it. But it was super cool of him to do that.
Yeah, totally.
All right, we're going to play What Matt Missed. Next, we're also going to get the sausage race story as well. But, Matt, tell us about Metcalf's Market.
So we're currently on the west side, so we are not far away from Metcalf's Market by Westtown Mall. I'm telling you guys, it's hands down the best produce in town. Like, it's fresh. It keeps in my fridge way longer than anything else from all the other grocery stores I've been going to. They've got the Piedmontese beef. Only place in Wisconsin you can get it, Metcalf's Market, here by the west side, by the Westtown Mall. There's Hilldale and Wauwatosa. I just can't say enough good things about Metcalf's Market. You can sign up for free to be a Metcalf's member, and there's thousands of coupons available to you to help you save money every single time you go shopping. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Go to Metcalf's Market and bring local home.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Madison's new home of Milwaukee Brewers baseball.
Churio, a high fly ball. Back, track, bye, baseball!
100.5 ESPN, your new home of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Ho, my back.
Santa?
Ho, Gina Jello from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get as low as $19 per window and $81 per patio door per month.
PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2024.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Madison Weight Loss is having a huge holiday sale, almost 20% off, making it our lowest prices of the year. You can start the program before, during, or after the holidays. We know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day with no prepackaged meals, no injections or surgery. The secret is our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good. To learn how our clients on average lowered their metabolic age by 17 years, go to MadisonWeightLoss.com now to schedule your free consultation and learn why your metabolism may be sabotaging your weight loss goals. Go to MadisonWeightLoss.com and save big now only through December 31st.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson. The program with Madison Weight Loss was perfect for me to lose 40 pounds. Trust me, Madison Weight Loss is the real deal. And take advantage of the huge holiday sale with the lowest prices of the year now through December 31st. You can start the program now or after the holidays, but you need to call now to lock in the huge discount. Go to MadisonWeightLoss.com now to schedule your free consultation. That's MadisonWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
Celebrate the return of the high school basketball season on ESPN Madison with the 608 Basketball Tournament. Featuring the best boys basketball teams and recruits from the Madison area and around the state, the 608 Tournament returns Friday, December 13th and Saturday, December 14th at Madison College. Come experience the best showcase of high school basketball in the Madison area. Purchase tickets today at 608basketball.com. That's 608basketball.com. The 608 Basketball Tournament, December 13th and 14th at Madison College.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
I hear the sound of a gentle wind on the wind that lifts her perfume through the air. I'm picking up good vibrations.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. We're live from Tanner's in Middleton at the Mountains in Blue. You know what to do.
And that's Crush, a 20-ounce, $5.25 Coors Light at Tanner's with us.
Fantastic. And you are working out your chicken lips order here that I said get 2 orders because I have come here with you before.
The battered and charred for sure. I just don't know what sauces I want. There's a plethora.
You are a saucy fella. So get into the show, 844-770-3776. We did ask a question, what's your favorite part of Brewers games? Bob Uecker, tailgating, Bernie Slide, or the sausage race. And Caroline was part of our ESPN Madison team here. She's the one that set all this up because God knows you couldn't do it, Matt. I might be able. I am old and I use different equipment, older, less useful equipment than this, so I don't know if I would be able to figure it all out. You have no shot, so thanks to Caroline for helping set that up. But you got some dazzling details from her as far as what it takes and how to participate in a sausage race here?
Yes, so apparently you work for the brew crew, and basically there's assigned jobs like day of.
Okay.
So you don't know that you're running. You can't, prepare for it. You just, if you're a part of the brew crew, what I've gathered, you've got to be perpetually prepared.
Okay.
Because any given day that the Brewers are playing,
show.
you go downstairs, look at your role for the day, whether that's maybe on-field entertainment or somebody who's got to run in the rakes maybe, or you could be a sausage racer. And and she found out she was the bratwurst, called her dad. Dad got tickets. And not only that, wearing that big costume at a whopping 5'1", still managed to get second place.
That's impressive.
That's impressive. And so the other little bit that I gathered is it's definitely not it's not rigged. Everyone in those costumes really want to win because the winner gets to go home. You're done working for the day.
Yeah.
If you win the race.
Yeah.
So there's some incentive to be the fastest wiener.
Well, you are off to the fastest wiener, Matt Hamilton. I believe that's your nickname. The fastest wiener in Madison.
This
Matt
side
Hamilton.
of the Mississippi.
I'm a nut.
Who told you?
Bluegill.
Oh, God. Oh, no. That's why I'm not allowed to compete in the race.
Yeah, right.
I've practiced.
It's rigged.
It's
Nobody's. There's no wiener faster than Matt Hamilton. So, Line and Kugels, you've been around, so you're not missing it. But what's the Line and Kugels you're enjoying right now?
Right now, as much as I love, your classics, we just got through Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
You can still probably find it some places, but Oktoberfest, always fantastic. Liney's Original, pretty unparalleled. But I can't get over Liney's does those fruit beers so good. The shandy, the grapefruit shandy, the juicy peach, the lakeside cherry. Those are hands down my favorites. The juicy peach might be my favorite Line of Kugels beer, and if you haven't tried it, you got to do it. It's not like that fake peach flavor. It tastes like real peaches.
Yeah.
But it's not too sweet, and that's kind of my favorite part about the Lineys. None of them are really too sweet. The shandy, it's kind of like a lemonade too, so it's a little bit sweeter. The shandies are.
Yeah.
But that lakeside cherry and the juicy peach, so drinkable, so fantastic. And you can get those too wherever you get delicious beers. And remember, if you're going to enjoy a lakeside cherry or a juicy peach from Line of Kugels, you must be 21 years or older to enjoy.
All right, let's play What Matt Missed.
Context is important.
Oh, man.
Except when you're an Olympic gold medalist.
Honestly, I have no idea who it is. Here we go, yo. Obviously, he's talking about, maybe.
It's time for What Matt Missed on Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Leinenkugels. Flavor the moment.
Matt is holding, you're watching on the YouTube stream, Matt Hamilton is holding the Tanner's menu over his mouth.
I feel like Andy Reid is just holding a Denny's menu up in front of him most of the time.
Whatever it is.
It's working,
It is the food of champions.
He's calling the Grand Slam every day. Every play.
Always Matt Hamilton. And I had to go to the bullpen for what Matt missed this week because God knows there's so many things I could choose from of what Matt probably missed over the past weekend. Sports weekend and week. But let's start with this one today. Matt, I'm going to give you a hint on this one, and it's a big one. This was this morning. Let's see if you can figure out who this is, what they're talking about, and whether it was me or Jim who submitted this clip.
He was really crushed by this. He knew what was coming, and he's a big boy. He's been through a lot of big things, and he was crushed by what happened. But at the same time, he did what he thought he had to do for himself and for baseball. It helps everybody. Yeah, I mean, it was hard to pill to swallow. You can argue left and right about this, that, or the other thing, but he's an icon in my mind in Wisconsin sports and always will be. Will always live in Wisconsin. He's as diehard as you get, and I think people will forgive him in terms of understanding what was behind it. And he gave us 8 good years, and even more than that.
Matt Hamilton.
Oh my gosh.
This morning that clip arose.
Man,
Around 9:30.
Here's the thing that gets
Around 9:30 this morning.
Yeah, I'm imagining that's talking about maybe.
Which Wisconsin sports icon is he talking about?
Can I give him a hint?
Yes.
Is it on our poll? Is it Bob Uecker?
What did he
Bob
do?
didn't leave.
What did he do to
know.
portray?
That's why they definitely recently traded somebody, but it wasn't today.
Didn't trade anyone.
Or not trade, but
Willie
obviously.
Adames signed
Yeah,
with the
left.
Giants, yes.
Yeah.
But that's not who it's about.
No, that's not it, because you're like, he's going to live here, and I was like, that can't be it.
Lives in Whitefish Bay.
Is that Craig Counsell?
There you go.
Here's yeah.
Now here's
fair.
the big part. Here's the big
I just
part.
thought that happened last year.
It did. It did. But do you have any context clues, or could you figure out who it is that's talking about Craig Counsell?
No.
That was reigning NL Manager of the Year, Pat Murphy, on Wildy and Tausch this morning.
Is he not on ESPN Madison emails? Text
Unlikely.
messages?
Well, it depends on which email Jesse's sending
Jim,
those to.
If I am going to give you an honest what Matt missed, I can't try to be in tune to everything. This is for you. This is for the
incredible
bit.
excuse.
This is for the content.
Oh, thank
This
you,
is for our
Matt.
fans who count on me to sound like an idiot.
I was hoping to God it was in the group text, and at least for Matt's help. Like, the only way you're really going to get a hold of Matt Hamilton for ESPN Madison News would be on the group text, and it's not in there. So at least Jesse didn't tell everyone in the group text that Pat Murphy's going to be on Wildy and Tausch, and you just didn't notice
I think Wildy told us yesterday he was going to be on Wildy and Tausch.
He did.
So I probably dropped the ball there.
Yeah.
But
par for the
we're
course.
on to Cincinnati. Let's
All
go.
right.
Funny you mentioned that, Matt Hamilton. By the way, who do you think submitted that clip?
Oh, that was you.
Correct.
That was Ryan Wollersheim.
Correct. That's an easy one. But speaking of on to Cincinnati, let's see if you can figure out what this one's about.
Let me put this in capital letters. If.
Yeah.
I-F. If I was in a college program, the college program would be a pipeline to the NFL for the players that had the ability to play in the NFL. It would be a professional program, training, nutrition, scheme, coaching, techniques that would transfer to the NFL. And, I feel very confident that I have the contacts in the National Football League to pave the way for those players that would have the opportunity to compete in the National Football League. Whether they're good enough or not, I don't know, but they would be ready for it. I don't have any doubt about that.
Matt, who's that who's got plenty of contacts in the NFL?
That's Bill Belichick talking to Pat McAfee.
Correct.
Wow, how random was it that I said we're on to Cincinnati and the next clip was Bill Belichick?
That was. I couldn't help but give you the hint leading into that one. But have you heard what the news is regarding Bill Belichick?
So college out east somewhere. I can't remember which one.
Which one?
Virginia.
Would we say that's pretty close? Honestly.
Should I help narrow it down to 50-50?
Yeah.
It's a Carolina school.
Well, there's technically like 4 Carolina schools, but yeah.
Well, true, but I want to give them a little bit.
All right, so there's maybe the Gamecocks?
Nope.
What? That's South Carolina. There's 2 Carolinas.
It's
not. It can't be. It's not the Tar Heels.
I didn't consider.
It's the Tar Heels.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Oh well. I was pretty confident it wasn't the Tar Heels. That's why I didn't go there first. And the next best Carolina team is the Gamecocks.
Remember the the UCLA versus USC flub we had with Matt not too long ago? I was really hoping to get one of those, like University of Northern Charlotte or something. I thought Matt might say, or something like that.
Not this time.
Yeah.
And that was
Not
Jim's
today's
submission.
Incorrect. I submitted that one as well, Matt.
Oh, dang. I wish I would have known the rules of this game before we started.
Oh, it's fun to not tell you the rules. I gave you enough hints today. It should be easy. And this final one is going to be very easy for you to figure out who submitted it.
This organization now, it's 14 straight years without making the playoffs. That's almost hard to do.
What's the question?
Well, can you reflect on that and just why?
I mean, I've been here. I've started 1 year, so
Right.
I'm a part of it for 1 year. It's disappointing.
Matt.
That was Jim's submission because he never misses a chance to dunk on Rodgers.
So
And that's
you can tell
Rodgers
Rutledge that.
trying to field weird message. The guy's like, yeah, it's been 15 years since you guys made
14.
the playoffs. Well, regardless, Rodgers has only been on the team for 2 seasons. One, don't get me wrong, the guy's missed the playoffs like 4 years in a row now.
No, I was going to say, but you are the quarterback of that franchise. You just give the answer of, like, obviously I came here to end that streak. I'm disappointed I didn't end that streak. I am a part of the New York Jets. Like, he othered his team right there.
Yeah, well, he hasn't been on that squad for 15 years, 14
You can't
years.
other the team that you're on.
When you are the team, when you're the GM, the president, and the starting quarterback,
Great. And what's
you
the record
certainly
of said
can.
team?
Not great.
What is their record? I
But
know
that's
they're
just because
eliminated.
the offensive line was bad. And once Rodgers gets another season to get his hands really – he's got to get elbow deep into that roster and find the right guys that fit the bill. I think the Jets are a playoff team next year.
Yeah, because Aaron's not going to be on the team.
Yeah. That's right. He might just move to the front office instead.
Do you think, like, the Jets could trade – because I know there's a ton of dead cap money. I don't even know how this works for Deshaun Watson. To trade Aaron Rodgers to Cleveland for Deshaun Watson? Just trade 2 toxic contracts.
Does Cleveland take that deal?
No.
It's only 1 year of Rodgers, though.
True.
They have they're tethered to Deshaun Watson for life, basically.
Yeah. That's going to be a rough one.
Because it's all guaranteed.
Who'd you rather have starting for your football team, Rodgers or Watson?
On the football side of things?
On the football side of things. Exclusively.
Probably Watson because he's not old and broken.
He's just young and broken.
Man, did you see Rodgers maneuvering the pocket this weekend? He looked okay.
I could hear his body and his joints crack as he was moving around.
I don't know. He still has that spatial awareness. He was doing all right.
Yeah, he has the awareness and his body can't do anything about it.
You're not totally wrong there.
Right, he's giving off Favre at the end of his career energy of like, man, everything looks hard.
Yeah, I'm not going to say you're wrong, but at least it was a good game until they lost. Until they totally blew it.
So, ironically, Aaron Rodgers has turned you as an Aaron Rodgers defender into a Bears fan.
Oh, gosh, don't spin this on me. How do you figure?
That's something I would say. It looked good till they lost.
Oh, yeah.
This is utterly
Here's the thing. It's fine when it's your second team or third team even. Like, yeah, I can hedge like that.
Oh,
it's not my primary, Jim.
Don't hedge this Christmas when it comes to gifts. We're out in Middleton. You can go see Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton. You can go to Chalmers Jewelers in Madison. They're Madison's custom jeweler. They are Madison's family-owned jeweler. So this holiday season, whether it's engagement rings, wedding bands, necklaces, earrings, whatever you're looking for, Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton can help. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening live from St. John's, Newfoundland. The Newfies love Jim, Matt, and Molly. 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. The dance continues. Wisconsin volleyball advancing to its 12th regional round in program history. Friday's 3-1 dub over Georgia Tech, an electric one at the Fieldhouse. The radio voice of Badger volleyball, John Arias, with the call for the final points.
Left side, Bertolino. Dunked by Ojo. Furbringer to Franklin. And Wisconsin is still dancing in December. A 3-0 run ends the 4th set.
If you're not getting windows from Santa, get as low as $19 per window and $81 per patio door per month. PellaWI.com.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
Over 45 years ago, my father, James Tegeter, founded our company on a cornerstone of quality, integrity, and service as the best way of connecting with clients. As I reflect on 2024, I'm grateful for the James Imaging Systems team. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to always connecting with clients and helping them thrive. To each long-term client, I extend my gratitude and thanks for your confidence and support. We look forward to remaining connected to you as your local business technology partner. I also appreciate our new 2024 clients for connecting with us. Welcome to the James Imaging Systems family. Looking forward to 2025, I believe if each of us embraces the power of connection, our local community will prosper. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Matt Hamilton here for Leinekugels, the craft beer that showcases a commitment to tradition and quality, founded in 1867 in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. No matter where I'm at, on the ice, on my boat, or if I'm just watching the big game, I always have a Leine's in my hand. Whether it's the refreshing summer shandy, the smooth honey vice, or my personal favorite, the juicy peach, there's a delicious flavor for every moment. Pick it up wherever you get delicious beer, but remember, you gotta be 21 years or older to enjoy.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
There's always pressure. You got to find ways to deal with that pressure and handle it as best you can to be the best.
This is your Green and Gold Fix on 100.5 ESPN.
Obviously, there's going to be things that turn up along the way. You got to be able to adjust.
This Green and Gold Fix is driven by Metro Ford.
Last week's disappointing loss to the Lions in Detroit left a sour taste in the mouth of the Packers and their fans. But after 3 days off, Jordan Love and the Green and Gold ready to get back to work as they take on the Seahawks in a huge game on Sunday night.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that we just got to continue to take it a week at a time, like we always talk about. Obviously, we got a couple games left here, and we're trying to finish on the right note and win out these last couple games and handle business, take it one game at a time, and obviously we'll see what happens postseason time.
Kickoff happens Sunday night in Seattle at 7:20. Catch pregame coverage with Green Bay Game Day starting at 4 o'clock.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today. Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around. I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. You're getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. I get around, round, 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 I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around.
So this is from the Brewers Sounds of Summer album. I'm going to share.
Not the Brewers.
I'm sorry, the Beach Boys Sounds of Summer album, because we are the new home of the Milwaukee Brewers. He's Matt Hamilton. I am Jim Rutledge, primetime Wollersheim behind the glass. And I'm going to ask both of you, and we can ask the talk and text line as well. So once we get the correct answer, I'll share the story behind it. But 844-770-3776. What movie from the 80s starring John Travolta and Christy Alley was this song featured in? 844-770-3776. I Get Around. It was a specific scene that I will never forget, and I will share the story behind it, but I don't want to give away the scene completely. We also asked questions about your favorite part of Brewers going to a Brewers game. Bob Uecker, tailgating, Bernie Slide, or the sausage race. You can chime in on that, 844-770-3776. I want to get to some audio here from Matt Hamilton in a second, but if you missed last night's Monday Night Football game, the Bart Simpson-led Bengals took the Homer Simpson-led Cowboys in an unforgettable game, and you can watch it video on demand now. I kind of want to see that whole screwed-up block punt thing. Actually, it's on the highlights here at Tanner's, where Matt and I are at. I want to see the block punt that turned into a first down for Cincinnati.
Oh, my gosh, that was such a disaster of it to the end of the game. It was like Bear-esque for the Cowboys.
The Simpsons Fun Day football streamed last night on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. It was a real-time animated Monday Night Football game featuring the Bengals and Cowboys in the iconic Simpson cartoon world. I watched it a little bit with the girls last night. It was fun. Broadcast team was fantastic. The Simpsons Fun Day football was a true family affair as Bart Simpson sided with Burrow and the Bengals, while Homer aligned with CD and the Cowboys in Springfield's Adams Stadium. And it was a ton of fun to watch. The Jamar Chase touchdown at the end was really cool to see, animated. Mina Kimes, Dan Orlovsky were part of that call. They were fantastic. The Simpsons Fun Day football stream last night on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus and on your mobile device with NFL Plus and video on demand can be watched now. It's the perfect football game to watch with everyone and anyone. And
first game in Springfield.
We're putting Will and Madison on right now. Will, do you want to answer the question for us?
Yeah, I can answer that. It was Look Who's Talking.
Fantastic, Will. I appreciate it. Now, I will share, Will, because I'm a radio guy and I know how to share this without us getting in trouble. It was a scene where, in health class you have to watch how, not the action of how babies are made, but what happens inside the body when babies are made.
Sure.
So, like, there's some travelers, they make a visit, and they stop in and they visit some eggs. And so, while that's happening, the song I Get Around is going on.
Okay.
So I forever now associate that with the Beach Boys.
Interesting.
Yeah, so, so there you go. A little more you know.
Great.
I knew we were on the radio, so I didn't want to say what scene it was.
Yes, thank you, Will. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, let the professional handle that.
Right, exactly. So then, long story short, anytime that you need to.
So you've played the Beach Boys twice in your life at your own home.
Mm-hmm.
That tracks. This tracks now.
Hey, hon, put on the Sounds of Summer.
Yeah, she's like, nope, two's enough.
Oh, man. All right, so, Matt, I want to play this audio for you, then we'll go to break. I think I put Ryan texted me literally as I said that. Let's hear the audio on the other side. So this is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center Update brought to you by the 608 Basketball Tournament, December 13th and the 14th at Madison College. The premier boys basketball showcase in Madison featuring the best teams from around the state and Division I recruits. Purchase discounted presale tickets now at 608basketball.com. And if you've not heard the big news here on 100.5 ESPN today, we are the new Madison's home of Brewers baseball. Yes, make sure to catch every Brewers baseball game this coming season in 2025, starting this spring. Listen to those games right here on 100.5 ESPN, where you can also listen to Bucks basketball. Bucks back at it tonight as they take on the Magic in the quarterfinal of the NBA Cup in-season tournament. Pre-game coverage starts at 5:30, so Jim, Matt, and Molly wraps up a little bit early from Tanner's in Middleton. And then tip-off is at 6 p.m. Bucks currently 7-point favorites despite being just 12-11 on the season against the 17-9 Orlando Magic. Both Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero not expected to play in that game for the Magic. Giannis and Chris Middleton both listed as game-time decisions. And then the Badgers basketball team fell to number 20 in this week's AP poll. They take on Illinois tonight, 8 p.m. tip-off.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, your new home of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Fly ball right field. Hit a ton. We're tied. Pitch. Fly ball deep right. Back to back. Get up. Get up. Get out of here. Gone for Jack
the pitch. Hey, struck him out swinging. And the celebration now. I peed my pants.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are live from Tanner's. He's Matt Hamilton. I am Jim Rutledge. Our team has kicked over to Tinseltown in Tanner's. I don't know exactly what that is, but it looks fun. I peeked my head over there.
I mean, that's why I wore my Christmas sweatshirt.
There you go. There you
You
go.
want to tell everyone what it says?
Why don't you tell everyone? You can see it on the YouTube stream. It says, "Let's get baked," and it's a
Got a
Christmas
gingerbread
cookie.
man in the middle.
Yes, a gingerbread
Christmas
man.
gingerbread man. Yeah, Ryan. It tracks for my kind of humor. It's the perfect sweatshirt for me.
It screams Matt Hamilton, I will say.
You're missing a lot here, Ryan.
I can tell.
844-770-3776 is how you get into the show. We did ask the question, what's your favorite part of Brewers games? Bob Uecker, tailgating, Bernie Slide, or the sausage race. Like I said, you can watch us on YouTube.
What's winning that right now?
At Jim Matt Molly is the Twitter handle. And I want to get to this audio here because we're going to talk some Green Bay Packers. But we are presented by Coors Light, Matt Hamilton. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
Ryan Wollersheim back at the Everlight Solar Studio. And, Ryan, I heard this audio the other day. We were going to use it for what Matt missed, but it was a little long. So
Bob Uecker's running away with the polls right now.
Bob Uecker is a legend.
Yeah, understandable.
I want to put the homework out to you and Ryan. Watch Mr. Belvedere. Bob Uecker
Belvedere
was the second lead in Mr. Belvedere. Mr. Belvedere, obviously the lead. I forget why he gets a butler, but it's like a regular person gets a butler. Bob Uecker's the regular person. He has a wife and 2 kids, and Mr. Belvedere is their butler. The why, I can't remember, but it's a good show.
All right.
Sounds unforgettable.
Yes, it sounds exactly like a sitcom from the 80s.
Yeah, it does.
Do you have a butler now? Okay.
Yeah, you won a contest. His name is Mr. Belvedere.
That is neat. I feel like they inherited him or something. I don't know.
That sounds right.
Maybe it sounds horribly wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be able to inherit a person. But for an 80s sitcom, I think it is.
Nailed it.
All right. Let's hear the audio.
Darnold's kind of checks all the boxes for, I don't think he would be like a top 7 quarterback, but he has the size, he has the arm, he has the confidence, he can move around. My buddy who's a Vikes fan loves him. He's just I just love Darnold. I don't want him to go.
Yeah, if you rank let's say we're in the playoffs now, you rank the quarterbacks, he wouldn't be at the bottom. He wouldn't be at the bottom of the list. And for teams that didn't make the playoffs, like Tua, I'd have him over Tua right now. I'd have him.
That's no question.
Some of these other teams, I'm not. I don't know. I just trust him more.
Do you think he's playing better than Love?
I think it's close. I feel like
I think he is.
We did a weird thing, right, with this division. Like we have so much in stock. We ranked them 1 through 4 in the beginning of the year, and we have all that stuff going on. And then we have, Lions are playing great. And then we're like, whoa, the Lions defense is decimated. And then they hold the Packers to under 300 yards. Another narrative that went south. But I think we were raising the stock of Jordan Love and the Packers when we probably should have been looking at the Vikings, right? Like at this point, I think I'd be more surprised if the Packers pulled off an upset in the playoffs than if the Vikings did.
So that was Cousin Sal and Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, I had my hand up in front of my face because someone in the parking lot has one of those newer trucks, probably a Silverado, which are fantastic to drive in. But when the light...
When you're sitting at light level?
Yes, and it is right in your eye. I'm trying to gather my bearings here. I decided to put my hand up to keep that light from blinding me. But, Matt, react to the audio there. What are your thoughts on all that?
I mean, it sucks to hear. I mean, but they're not entirely wrong. Darnold's stats this year have been solid. He's been safe with the football. He's scoring touchdowns. He's running the system the way it's supposed to be run. You don't see him going super off script in plays. He's making plays happen with his feet as well, but that's not his primary focus. And he just feels like he fits Kevin O'Connell's system. And he's also not wrong because he's a large guy, a big body, probably fairly tough to take down. And if not that, you can probably count on him as a bigger guy to not get hurt as easily as some other quarterbacks. Yeah, I mean, I still feel like I want to believe Darnold's going to Darnold and he's going to revert back to seeing ghosts for the Jets or being pretty mediocre on the Panthers, but realistically, the guy just needed a coach that could call plays for what his strengths were. And I feel like, unfortunately for Darnold, he had 4 head coaches, and none of them, finally this fourth, and Kevin O'Connell finally knows how to call some plays that work for his abilities.
So I want to make this about Darnold more than Love. It wouldn't be completely shocking if Sam Darnold did get to be better than Jordan Love. And I'm going to let me say why. Is that, okay, we had Jordan Love. All the talk about Jordan Love was, look how smart the Packers are. They let the quarterback sit, they marinate, and they're able to kind of grow behind the scenes. They're not out there for everyone to see, all their flaws. And Sam Darnold has the pedigree, first overall pick.
Yeah.
So I just want to say Sam Darnold is – so Jordan Love is entering his 5th year in the league, his 2nd year as a starter. It's just 7 years in the league for Sam Darnold, and one of those years he sat. So it's not a remarkable difference in time in the league. This is his first chance in a while to be a true starter again. With the Jets as a rookie, 2,800 yards, almost 2,900 yards, 17 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Not great, but rookie, Jets. You went to a bad team. That's not bad. 2nd year, 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Not bad. That's not horrible. His 2020 with the Jets was bad. That was COVID year, too. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. To Carolina, 2,500 yards, 9 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Not good. But then in 2022, he came in for an injured quarterback, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Then with San Francisco, he didn't play much, just a little garbage time. And then this year he's back.
But they were really touting him in San Francisco during the preseason as maybe a guy.
Exactly. Yeah. So my point is that Darnold won, not as bad as I thought he was. Like, those are for a guy who, again, Jordan Love sat for 5 years. So
actually, this is
4
his
years,
5th head coach in Kevin O'Connell, because he had 2 with the Jets.
And I don't know if Carolina fired a coach in there. I don't know Carolina's whole history. So my whole point is less about Jordan Love and where Jordan Love's at, but more about Sam Darnold. But the other part of it is that I'll make it a little bit about Jordan Love.
Are you saying his growth was stunted? And now he is where, Jordan Love was at because he got to sit?
And kind of reset. Every quarterback, or to put it more than that, won this offense and found an offense that fits his ability. I think that's part of it, too. Yeah. So he's been in the same offense, San Francisco. and
garbage team for a garbage quarterback.
So
Makes sense.
The Vikings run the same offense or similar offense to what San Francisco runs. So he's been in this offense essentially for 2 years, so now he knows it a little bit more. So that's all part of it as well. But this offense is incredibly quarterback friendly. And so it goes to expectations for Jordan Love. That if you see Sam Darnold and Jared Goff and Brock Purdy succeed in this, and Jared Goff, I can't remember his number, but it's not $55 million a year. Sam Darnold's not going to get $55 million a year. Neither will Brock Purdy. So then the question is,
you don't think Brock Purdy gets a pretty healthy chunk of change?
He's not going to get more than
probably not
Jordan
more than Love. You're right.
So you look at this offense. You can win a lot of games, go to the Super Bowl with these quarterbacks and pay them substantial money, but not break the bank money because this offense is so quarterback friendly. So my question is not so much that the Packers make a mistake. Does Jordan Love have to get to Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen level to really make this contract worthwhile? Because this offense is so QB friendly, his bar for even just judging him as a good quarterback is higher because you can have similar stats and team success that he's having right now with Brock Purdy, Jared Goff, and Sam Darnold and pay them less. So it's not saying he's playing bad. I'm just saying he has to play better if he's going to get paid like an elite quarterback. In this offense, it should even be easier for him to be elite.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. And, I mean, I think we can all agree that Jordan Love needs to be a little bit better.
And he's good. We all agree he is a good quarterback.
To be a little bit better. And, again, I'm not super surprised. Like, there's a reason everyone calls it, like, the sophomore slump and why that's a thing.
Yep.
Now, you love to say that it's not his second year in the league. But as far as being a starter, I'm giving this the sophomore slump to him. And again, he had a bigger advantage going into his first year as a starter
5 years in
than
this
a
offense
rookie,
now. Yes.
right? So, like, I'm not giving him as much grace as I would give a rookie going into his true sophomore slump. But I'm just saying, like, I think it definitely takes more than just 17 games to figure out what you need to do in the NFL. Like, I do think there's a chance that that step that we were hoping was going to happen this year happens next year, because he's going to have 2 full seasons under his belt, probably 2 cracks at least 1 playoff game. He got 2 last year. We'll see what happens this year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm confident in it. And Jim, you bring up these like quarterbacks. You're like your Darnolds, your Goffs, your Brock Purdy's. I gotta ask. I bring it up all the time. Are they great quarterbacks?
No.
That's my problem. To win the Super Bowl, not to get to the Super Bowl, but to win it, at least in the past 25 years, there's been 2, maybe 3 quarterbacks that weren't great. The rest of them that won the Super Bowl have been great. And granted, you got a lot of Mahomes and a lot of Brady, so that takes up a good chunk of this time frame.
So the ones who aren't great that get there are rookie scale QBs.
Correct.
Jordan Love ain't that, so Jordan Love has to be great. Back to my point.
Exactly. He has to be great. And
I didn't say he couldn't
totally
get there.
Agreeing with that.
I was asking the only way he can justify what he got paid.
He needs to earn his money.
He has to be great. He has to be at that high level. And again, Jordan Love is good right now.
And again, I also realized the Packers gave him that contract in the assumption he was going to get to great. Now, I'm sure they hoped that it was going to be this year, but I think next year really was the target timeline. I think everything to go right this year was like, it's possible. We had a good run last year. Like, we can do this. But I think their roster and the way they set it up is for next year to be like the year that everything's kind of working out.
And I get what you're saying. The one thing that works against you, honestly, is the fact that Jordan Love he's going to have the same statistical season. So it's not a slump. This could he's hit his median. Like this is
no.
So
that's what I'm saying. This is not his median.
This is it though. He's doing the same thing.
Doing what he did last year, averaged out, I think is.
But that might be who he is.
But that's what he's. I think he's learned how to get rid of the lows. Now it's time to. How did I find those highs in that first year and start bringing them in? I think that's what's going to happen.
Or is the league adjusted to him and they know how to keep the highs in check?
It's possible. I'm not going to think of it that way.
I think this is who he is. The large
this is
majority
not good
of teams.
enough to win. This is not good enough to win a Super Bowl, though.
It's good enough to go to one, and then you have a shot.
It might be good enough to go to one. When you have teams like the Lions and, who knows what happens with San Francisco? But in the past, teams like San Francisco, like this isn't going to be good enough.
Watch San Francisco
to win.
go and pay Sam Darnold.
That would be a wild move, considering I would probably rather have Brock Purdy than Sam Darnold.
Yeah, but again, the pedigree is with Darnold.
For sure. You're not entirely wrong. All I'm saying is if this is what Jordan Love is for his career, like you take the average these 2 years of stats and say this is roughly what he's going to have every year, that's not good enough to win.
80% of the league would take it, though.
That's not good enough to justify this salary, in my opinion. He needs to improve a little bit more.
Matt, tell us about Revive Restoration.
No, we're not going to be able to revive this situation because we're just going to disagree on it. But one thing we don't disagree on, Jim, is the fact that Revive could absolutely help your home or business if there's an accident, whether it's water remediation, smoke damage remediation, fire, asbestos removal, and a whole lot more. You can count on Revive Restoration to be quick, efficient, and detail-oriented as they get your life back on track again. They've got RevivePros.com has the 24-hour, 7-day-a-week hotline where if you've got an accident, need something to happen, burst pipe, fire, something like that, they can take care of it quickly and efficiently. You can also see all the other services they have to offer you. I had them help clean out my dryer vents this fall.
Yep.
Super important. They can do air ducts, a whole lot of things. So go check out RevivePros.com. See the whole gambit of services they have to offer you. Or you can call Revive Restoration and tell them Jim, Matt, and Molly sent you.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Madison Weight Loss is having a huge holiday sale, almost 20% off, making it our lowest prices of the year. You can start the program before, during, or after the holidays. We know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day with no prepackaged meals, no injections or surgery. The secret is our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good. To learn how our clients on average lowered their metabolic age by 17 years, go to MadisonWeightLoss.com now to schedule your free consultation and learn why your metabolism may be sabotaging your weight loss goals. Go to MadisonWeightLoss.com and save big now only through December 31st.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson. The program with Madison Weight Loss was perfect for me to lose 40 pounds. Trust me, Madison Weight Loss is the real deal. And take advantage of the huge holiday sale with the lowest prices of the year now through December 31st. You can start the program now or after the holidays, but you need to call now to lock in the huge discount. Go to MadisonWeightLoss.com now to schedule your free consultation. That's MadisonWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
Over 45 years ago, my father, James Tegeter, founded our company on a cornerstone of quality, integrity, and service as the best way of connecting with clients. As I reflect on 2024, I'm grateful for the James Imaging Systems team. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to always connecting with clients and helping them thrive. To each long-term client, I extend my gratitude and thanks for your confidence and support. We look forward to remaining connected to you as your local business technology partner. I also appreciate our new 2024 clients for connecting with us. Welcome to the James Imaging Systems family. Looking forward to 2025, I believe if each of us embraces the power of connection, our local community will prosper. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
The 608 basketball tournament returns Friday, December 13th and Saturday, December 14th at Madison College. Come experience the best showcase of high school basketball in the Madison area. 2 games Friday night, 4 games Saturday. Purchase tickets at 608basketball.com.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the floor.
And Kokomo. This song, it doesn't slap, but at the same time, Matt Hamilton, I'm Jim Rutledge, Primetime Wallerstein, back at the Everlight Solar Studio. We're at Tanner's. Matt, you and I are. It's iconic. We are presented by Coors Light. We are iconic as well. Let's play the open, and then I'm gonna throw a stone here. Let's play the open.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
All right, Jim, I know you want to throw some big stones at the Beach Boys, but we got a big quarterfinal matchup in the in-season tournament coming up for the Bucks, so we got to keep it quick.
All right, so it's not a stone at the Beach Boys. It's a stone at those who hate the Beach Boys. People get caught up in songs like Kokomo and other ones, and they don't think the Beach Boys were at times elite for their era as far as creating music. You talk to musicians, including the Beatles and others of that time, and musicians now, they will talk about how the Beach Boys were on the forefront of changing music, and the Beatles were actually jealous, this was in the documentary, of the album Pet Sounds. They absolutely loved that album. So,
I mean, that album is amazing.
Exactly. So Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys put some more respect on their name. We're out in Middleton. Maybe I'll stop over and see if Mr. and Mrs. Claus are over at the Brewers Company. Icelandic horses are making their way over there. The Snowy Owls are over there. Lots of great things going on this holiday season at the Brewers Company. So as you're getting your home ready for the holiday season, or you're looking for something to do during the weekends this holiday season, make sure to swing on over to the Brewers Company here in Middleton.
Icelandic horses.
Yes.
I'm so stoked for that.
I am too. Do you think they'll let them ride us? No, other way around.
I would hope not.
You think they would let us ride them?
No, I don't. But there might be a sleigh or something involved. Like, I can see that being a thing.
Would you ride a sleigh with me?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
To Kokomo?
Oh,
and then
that's
to the
where
Brewers
I want to
Company?
go.
All right, we'll be back at it tomorrow. This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly live from Tanner's. We've been presented by Coors Light. Milwaukee Bucks basketball coming up next.
Go Bucks!
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Everybody's buzzing about Quick Trip's possibly pilfered potatoes. We have them priced so low, some say they're illegal. Swipe potato fries? Potatoes ill-gotten? Stash browns? Come on, these are not hot potatoes. But it is a quick hot savings. You might say it's a steal. No, don't say that. 99 cents for a 5-pound bag. 5 pounds of potatoes under $1?